Alright guys, here is the playoff picture. Despicable Me and Fraggle Wembley going against each other, both 6-5-1. The winner of that is in. Done, over, the winner is in. Okay? But in this case, the loser can still make the playoffs. If Despicable Me or Wembley loses, and then Gabo loses to Rumham, and either Despicable Me or Wembley have more overall points in the league than Rumham, then they still go to the playoffs. That means, as of right now, Rumham has 1,089 points, which is 10 less than Wembley, and 24 more than Despicable Me. So if Despicable Me loses to Wembley, but still beats Rumham by 26 points, Despicable Me can get in the playoffs. Now, if Wembley loses to Despicable Me, but has only 9 less points than Rumham, then Wembley goes to the playoffs. Okay, you see how that worked. Now, in matchup number 2, get some Shea Bush. They're both out, so throw that out. Rumham and Gabo. Rumham can win, but still needs help. He can get in the playoffs, but very unlikely. He would need to beat Gabo, outscore either the loser of Despicable Me or Wembley by said amount previous. Need Asian Sensation to lose to Dirschfall, and need Barroom Heroes to lose to Cologne Centurions. Okay? So now that we got that fixed. Now, say also, if any of those 6-6 teams tie, they also have to outscore. But I'm not going to go through all that. That's an obvious, okay? Now, Gabo. If Gabo wins, he's still not necessarily in. Because if Gabo wins, and Asian Sensation wins, and or Barroom Hero wins, he has to have an overall more points in the league. Asian Sensation has 1,141 points this year. Gabo 1,103. So if Asian Sensation wins, Gabo would have to outscore him by 40 points. Okay? But say Asian Sensation loses, Gabo wins, and Barroom Hero wins. Well, Gabo has 33 more points than Barroom Heroes. So if Gabo wins and doesn't get outscored by Barroom Heroes by 34 or more points, he will go to the playoffs. Okay? Now that we got that down. So, next, we got Asian Sensation Teddy Ballgame. If the Asian wins, most likely he is in the playoffs. For however weird that is, if the Asian wins, chances are he's in the playoffs because he's a lot more points over Gabo and a lot of points over Heroes. So if he beats Dirschball, he would have to be outscored by about 40 from Gabo and like 75 or something like that from Barroom Heroes to not make the playoffs with a win. Okay? And that's also granted that Barroom Heroes and Gabo win. Okay. Now, Barroom Heroes, he, other than Rumham, is the least likely to make it. Because even with a win, he would need Gabo and Sensation to lose. Because if they won, he would have to outscore, like previously stated, Gabo by 30 or 41, Sensation by about 70. So Barroom Heroes would need Gabo and Sensation for all intents and purposes to lose. And that's it. It's that Easy. That easy, right? Now, with all that cleared up, like I said, easiest way in is Despicable Me or Wembley. Now, with that said as well, we look at Despicable Me and Wembley. ESPN has it very close, with Wembley barely favored. Now, I don't know what's going on because I have injuries all over the place. I'm surprised I'm actually even favored. But Wembley has Rivers, Gore, Rice, Starks, Holmes, David Nelson, Vernon Davis, Jets, and Crosby in his lineup this week. Despicable Me, Palmer, Foster, Johnson, Wells, Des Bryant, Steve Smith, Jimmy Graham, Eagles, and Matt Bryant. Okay? If Rivers puts up good points for once against Jacksonville, which should happen on Monday night, that could actually be the end. That could be it. Is Rivers on Monday could be the deciding factor. Maybe down by 17 or 16, and Phillip Rivers needs to actually have a good fucking game. You know, who knows? But I think one of the biggest parts of this is the status of Julio Jones and if Adrian Peterson will play. I'm not going to keep bitching about it, but injuries have absolutely been devastating to me. I mean, like, just give me my full team 1 week. 1 week, man. Despicable Me, on the other hand, people are healthy. Nice thing is Chris Johnson going against a really crappy Buffalo defense. But Arian Foster, who's also his top back, going against a good Atlanta defense, plus with Houston losing another quarterback and down to their third string quarterback, they're going to be stacking the box with 8, 9 defenders. It's going to be hard to run on that. Now, Beanie Wells going against a very staunch running defense in Dallas. Des Bryant going against an improved but still pretty holy Arizona team. I don't want to say it. I truly think that I'm actually going to pull this out barely. But I definitely could see myself losing this, especially with just how my team has been performing lately and with all the injuries. I mean, it's anybody's guess on that, okay? So that one is going to be completely up in the air. But like I said before, the winner takes it. Now, with Sensation and Dershfall, this is supposed to be very close by ESPN too. Sensation has Tom Brady, Steven Jackson, Michael Bush, Marcus Colston, Vincent Jackson, Laurent Robinson. Strangely enough, a pretty damn solid team, especially with Steven Jackson not being hurt anymore. Michael Bush, because McFadden's been out. I actually see him beating Dershfall this week and making it as the number 4 spot in the playoffs. With Dershfall, obviously Aaron Rodgers is amazing. Forte's value is shattered because of Caleb Haney. You know, because that's their only weapon left on offense. It's going to make it very hard for him to score a lot of points. Not saying he can't. Forte's a beast, but I don't see it happening. Pierre Thomas, Michael Crabtree, Jordy Nelson. Jordy Nelson, great, but you never know who's going to get the points on Green Bay any given week. That's the hard part. Though he has been relatively pretty darn solid this year. And then Earl Bennett, which I just don't see him doing very much now that, of course, Cutler's out as well. So, I mean, the Cutler injuries hurt Dershfall pretty bad there. But he, like I said, he's in the playoffs. But I definitely see Sensation winning that matchup and going to the playoffs as the 4 seed. Which, if that happened, would make Rumham Gabo obsolete because, yeah, Rumham would be out and Gabo would have to score an immense amount. Now, Gabo going against Rumham should pick up the victory. We'll see how it is. I don't like Sean Green this week against the Washington defense. I don't like Rashad Mendenhall against the Cincinnati. I do like McCoy. Obviously, I like Stafford, especially going against New Orleans defense. Like Welker, especially going against Indianapolis. Mike Wallace against Cincinnati. I don't like. I don't think that 123 points that they're saying that he's going to get, I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be more around that 100 mark, which, unless if Teddy Ballgame scores like 60, will not give him enough to surpass Teddy Ballgame in the tiebreaker. So that is, I think Gobble goes to 7-6, but so does Asian, which will knock him out. Now, with all of that, that would make it virtually impossible for Barroom Heroes to move on. But I also don't think he's going to beat Centurions this week. So I think he's going to go 6-7, which was a valiant effort for the first year in the league. And made a big comeback, big win against me next week. And we'll see you again next year. Either way, I actually think it's going to be Asian Sensation being the number 4 seed, Dirschfall the 1, Centurions the 2, and I'm going to actually give it to Despicable Me as a 3. I think I'm going to lose again. Fuck you guys. I'm taking my ball, and I'm going home. Good luck.